Let's get started standing today. I don't know why, but something is telling me to get moving a little bit. So let's get started in your mountain pose. Standing at the top of your mat, your feet can be together or about hip width apart. Standing as tall as you can, arms releasing by your sides. Just taking a few moments here to be a little bit soft in your body. So a little soft bend to your knees, a release of your shoulders, maybe a little wiggle of your wrists, elbows, your hips. Just letting your body starting to feel this space of standing. Letting your toes wiggle. And then with this little bit of softness in your body, finding a soft rock from forward to back. So it's a little bit of weight towards your toes, and then some weight towards your heels. And as we find this movement forward to back, if it feels okay, maybe adding in some left to right as well. Just noticing where your body wants to balance, how you press down into the ground to bring you back through center. And when you're feeling even, finding that space right in the middle, where you feel balanced, where you're not going forward or back, left or right, where it almost feels weightless to stand. Allowing your spine to lift even taller, maybe your legs straighten just a little bit more. Keeping your legs engaged, your heart lifted. Just pausing here for a deep breath in. And out. And in this space, beginning to notice your breath. Noticing where in your body your breath is moving. Noticing any resistance or hesitation within your breath. Noticing any movements or shifts that your body is making to balance you here. And taking one deep, clearing breath, a full deep breath in. And out. Your next inhale, letting your arms sweep overhead to reach tall. As you exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Just having a soft bend to your knees here for this first fold. Maybe your hands come to blocks, your shins, or all the way to the ground. Allowing your head and neck to release. You can shake your head yes and no. You can shake your head maybe. There's one more breath here, a deep breath in and out. Taking a slightly deeper bend into your knees and slowly rolling up to stand. Taking a big shoulder roll at the top. Maybe a few more revolutions of full range of motion in your shoulder joints. And pausing for one deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead to reach tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift, lengthening your spine. Exhale to fold. With strong legs, inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall, rising tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Just pausing here for a breath in. And out. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, pausing here at the top, we're going to find our side bends. So taking your left wrist with your right hand, as you inhale to find length, and exhale, side bending towards the right. And stay right here, allowing your chest to roll open, leaning into your outer left hip. If you want to work a little deeper, you can take your left leg behind your right. One more deep breath in and out. As you inhale, coming back through center to reach tall. We're going to swap towards the other side. Your right wrist with your left hand. A breath in to lengthen. And exhale, side bending towards the left. If you did so on the other side, maybe taking that right leg behind the left leg. Wherever you end up, letting your chest, your heart center open up towards the ceiling. Leaning into your outer right hip. One more breath in and out. As you inhale, coming back through center to reach tall. And exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhaling to your half lift, finding length through the crown of your head. As you exhale, finding your forward fold. I'm going to pause here for a few moments to find some active engagement in your body. So even if your hands are on the blocks, your legs, the ground, or any bind that feels right for you, thinking about drawing the crown of your head down towards the ground and your hips up towards the ceiling. One more deep breath in and out. As you inhale, releasing any binds that you might have, rising to your half lift. And exhale to fold. Inhaling to your half lift once more. And exhale, stepping back into your plank, the top of your push-up. Taking a full deep breath in here. Exhaling your chaturanga or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Pausing here for a few moments, you can find a pedal of your feet bending into one knee, pressing the opposite heel down. And maybe switching over towards the other side. Letting your hips draw high towards the ceiling, your chest towards your thighs. Finding some movement with this action or some stillness. Taking one more breath in and out. As you inhale, waving forward into your plank, the top of your push-up. Then we're going to make your way all the way onto your bellies. We're going to come into your Sphinx pose. coming down onto your belly and up onto your forearms here. If it feels okay, letting your elbows come directly below your shoulders. Letting your chest begin to open out towards the front of your mat, the front of the room. Allowing the crown of your head to lift up towards the ceiling. Navel drawing in and up. One more deep breath in and out. Letting your palms come to stack, your elbows draw wide. You can rest your forehead, your cheek, or your chin. Finding a place to let your spine, your hips release. You can find a little wiggle of your hips side to side, or you can bend your knees and let your feet windshield wiper side to side. Just taking a few moments to breathe. And coming back through center, we're going to make your way back into your Sphinx. So we're going to come into this space to move into another pose and then come right back to here. So if at any point you need to come out of the quadricep or what we're working into, the little back bend, coming right back to this space before releasing down. So we're going to work towards your right side first. Letting your left forearm come across your body for some stability and letting your right knee start to bend. If it's okay, you can have your right hand to reach back for your foot. You can start to hug it in. If it feels okay for you, you can let your shoulder open up, the elbow crease pointing towards the right side of your mat. Maybe taking a hold of your foot to start to press it in. And staying right here, we're going to start to kick into your foot. So letting your hand come onto your foot or your ankle, whatever you're able to hold on to. And allowing your foot to start to kick up and back away from you, away from your chest. Stay right here, finding length. Maybe that back leg starts to float. Maybe the front arm starts to float. Maybe fingertips. Wherever you are, letting your left forearm come back down. Releasing the pressure onto your right leg. Releasing that right foot and coming back through your Sphinx, back through the center. Just taking a full deep breath in to lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, gently to release down. Finding any counter movement that you might need here. And maybe stillness, maybe some hip swaying or knees bent and windshield wipering your feet. And luckily we only have two sides, so there's one more side here. Coming back into your Sphinx. We're going to start to prepare for that left side. So letting your spine lengthen, your body settle into this space. We're going to move your right arm diagonal across the front of your body, however that feels stable for you. Letting the left knee start to bend in and maybe reaching your hand back and starting to hug it in towards your heel or your heel towards your buttocks. If it feels okay, you can let your arm open out towards the side, an elbow crease pointing towards the left. Maybe the heel starts to press in even more. Staying right here, we're going to begin to kick into your leg. So either taking hold of your foot or your ankle, wherever feels right. And letting your foot begin to press out and back. Maybe taking your chest with it. Maybe that right foot begins to float. Maybe the right hand. Then letting that right arm come back down. Releasing the left foot. And coming back through your Sphinx. And taking a full deep breath to find length. Then as you exhale, palms to stack, elbows to draw wide, finding a little wiggle of your hips side to side, or any other counter movement that might feel good. When you're ready, letting your palms come underneath you, pressing back into your table, then all the way back into your child's pose. Your knees can be together or a little wider apart. If your knees are together, it works a little bit more into your lower back. If your knees are wider apart, it works a little bit more into your hips. So wherever you need this right now, allowing the head and neck to release. One more breath here. Deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, rising into your table, curling your toes and pressing back into your downward facing dog. We're going to step your right foot forward into a low lunge. Right foot stepping by your right wrist, left knee coming down onto your mat. Allowing your hips to move forward and down. You can stay here with your hands on the ground, maybe moving your hands up to your blocks or up to your right knee, anywhere else that allows your hips to draw forward and down. Your chest, your heart center to lift and open. And connecting in with your slow, steady breath. Just one more deep breath here. A full deep breath in. And out. Letting your hands come down to frame your right foot. You're going to find your half splits. Hips shifting up and back. Maybe that right foot scoots a little bit more forward. Letting your toes curl back towards you. Taking a deep breath in to find your length. And a breath out to find your fold. One more breath in and out. As you inhale, bending back into your front knee. We're going to move into your lizard lunge, walking your right foot over towards the right, both hands onto the inside edge of that right knee, letting your hips draw forward and down. You can stay up on your palms, maybe lower your forearms to blocks or towards your mat. Finding that space where you can breathe and where your heart center can open up. Where your spine can expand. Just one more deep breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back to your palms and letting your hip shift up and back enough to let that right knee step to meet your left. Letting your knees be nice and wide, taking some big hip circles of your hips around your knees. Next time your hips draw towards your heels, moving in the other direction. If it would feel good, maybe pausing in a soft cobra, hips drawing forward. When you're feeling even, we're going to find your downward facing dog, curling your toes and pressing your hips up and back. Staying right here, we're going to find a little bit of flow as you inhale, waving forward into your plank, the top of a push-up. Exhaling your chaturanga or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. We're going to step your left foot forward to your low lunge. Left foot by your left wrist. Right knee down onto your mat. And finding that space that's right for this side of your body. And being okay with the differences left and right that you find. Simple awareness of that imbalance is enough to start to bring balance. Our bodies will naturally do it once we notice those little bits. Finding your full deep breaths in and out. One more deep breath in and out. Letting your hands come down to frame your front foot, finding our half splits. Hips shifting up and back. Maybe that left foot scoots a little bit more forward. Toes curling back towards you. Taking a deep breath in to find your length. And a breath out to find your fold. Allowing your breaths to release anything that needs to go. Still finding those slow, steady, deep breaths in. And out. more breath here. A deep breath in. And out. Bending back into your front knee. Gonna find our lizard lunge, walking your left foot towards the left side of your mat. Both hands on that inside edge. Hips drawing forward and down. You can stay up on your palms, forearms to blocks, or all the way towards the ground. Finding that space where your chest, your heart center can open up, wherever that takes you. Allowing your inhales to lengthen through your spine, through the crown of your head. And your exhales to deepen into whatever space you find. One more full deep breath in. And out. Rising back onto your palms and letting your hips begin to shift up and back, enough to let that left knee step to meet your right. And taking any movement or motion that might feel good for you here. So maybe some hip sways or cat-cows. But eventually we're going to meet in your child's pose. Letting your hips draw towards your heels. Head and neck to release down. Or if child's pose is not incredibly comfortable for you, finding any other space where your body, your breath, your thoughts can begin to settle. Just one more breath. A full deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, slowly rising back into your table. And curling your toes, pressing into your downward facing dog. As you inhale, rising high into your toes and walking your feet towards your hands. Maybe your hands back towards your feet. Finding a gentle fold here, a soft bend to your knees. Your feet can be hip width or a little bit wider, maybe even mat width. You can let your arms hang or take opposite elbows. Find a light rock with your upper body, your shoulders from side to side. Gently to release your arms. And then we're going to find our way into our Malasana, our yoga squat. So your feet can be parallel towards each other or your toes flared towards the sides. Your feet can be hip width, maybe a little bit wider, or however feels right for your knees and your hips. So allowing your hips to start to lower, giving yourself support on blocks, the ground, and pausing wherever you feel stable and strong. So even if that's a little bit higher up, that's okay. Wherever you feel like you can stand right back up if you need to. Hips drawing down. If it feels okay for you to come all the way down, you're welcome to do so. Maybe your hands draw to your heart center. And wherever you end up, connecting with your breath. Your full deep breaths in. And out. Just one more breath here, a full breath in. And out. And then we're going to make your way into a seat, however you want to get there. There is no right or wrong way to get down. But once you're in your seat, let your feet come nice and wide on your mat with your knees bent and finding a little windshield wiper of your knees side to side. Coming through center, and we're going to find our Janu Shirshasana. So letting both legs extend long out in front of you, settling your hips, then bringing the sole of your right foot to your left inner thigh. Allowing your spine to lift tall, squaring over your left leg. When you're ready, slowly begin to fold. Thinking about hugging your left heel, the whole left leg towards the back of your mat, drawing your right rib cage towards your left knee. And wherever you end up, letting your head and neck release. One more full deep breath in and out. Before you rise up, letting your right hand come to your left leg wherever you can take a hold of it. So maybe your foot, your ankle, your calf, your knee. And as you inhale, slowly beginning to lengthen your spine, keeping your hand on that leg. Then we're going to twist towards the left, towards your left leg. So you can use your left hand to help guide you around. Letting inhales lengthen your spine. And exhales that left shoulder to roll open. So the hand can stay on the ground. If it would feel okay for you, you can bring it around behind your back towards your right thigh. One more deep breath in and out. Your arms behind you, gently to release. And then slowly coming back through center. Letting that right knee start to hug into your chest. Giving a little bit of a hug. Then we're going to find one other fold here. Our Mirror Chiasana fold. So your right foot can be in line with your hip, or it can be a little bit more to the right side. Just find a little variation here. So initially letting your right arm reach tall, and then reaching inside of that right knee for your left foot. Maybe you take a hold of your shin, your ankle, maybe your foot. And the left arm can support you on the side. Taking a deep breath in to find your length. And a breath out to find your fold. One more breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back up. Leaving your legs where they are, we're going to find a twist towards the right side, towards that bent knee side. Letting your right hand come behind you. You can either hug the knee in towards your chest or bring your arm onto the outside edge. Taking a full deep breath in to find your length, and a breath out to find your twist. One more deep breath in and out. As you inhale, coming back through center, letting that right leg extend out long. You can shake out your knees. Now we're going to come onto the other side, our Janu Shirshasana on this left side. The sole of the left foot to your right inner thigh, allowing your spine to lengthen, squaring towards your right leg. When you're ready, slowly beginning to fold. Your entire right leg hugging towards the back of your mat, left ribs, belly button drawing towards your right knee. And wherever you end up, releasing your head and neck. Just one more deep breath in and out. Before we rise up, letting your left hand come towards your right leg, either to your foot, ankle, calf, knee, wherever you can take a hold of. As you inhale, beginning to lengthen into your spine. And exhale, we're going to twist towards the right side, towards that straight leg side. Use that right hand to help guide you around. And maybe that right hand comes behind your lower back towards that left thigh. Taking a deep breath in to find your length. And exhale to find your twist. Your next inhale coming back through center and to release. We're going to hug your left knee into your chest. And your foot can be about hip width apart or a little bit wider to the left side. You're going to find that fold on the inside edge of the leg, or Marichyasana A. When you're ready, laying the left arm, begin to reach long. And then reaching inside of your left leg for your right foot. Maybe your ankle, maybe your calf, shin, whatever you're able to take a hold of. Taking a deep breath in to find your length, and a breath out to find your fold. One more breath in and out. As you inhale, slowly rising back up. We're going to find your twist towards the left, towards your bent knee side. So left hand coming behind you. Taking your deep breath in to find length. And either hugging the knee in or the arm across. Finding your twist. coming back through center. Letting that left leg extend out long. Shake out your knees. We're going to find one bound angle here. So either your heel's nice and tight towards your hips, or your feet can be a little bit wider out in front of you. Whichever one feels best for you this morning. Tighter towards your hips is more intense on your hips. A little bit further away is a little bit deeper into your back. So whatever feels right. Taking a deep breath in to find your length, and a breath out to find your fold. And finding your breath, your deep breaths in and out. One more breath here. Full deep breath in and out. As you inhale, slowly rising up. And we're going to make your way all the way onto your backs. Scooch down, remove anything out of the way that you need. Then slowly rolling down, letting your knees hug in towards your chest. Find a little rock side to side, some circles of your hips around your knees. Finding movement or stillness. Staying right here or moving into your happy baby. Letting your knees draw towards your armpits, your feet up towards the ceiling. You can take a hold of behind your thighs, your ankles, maybe your feet. Letting your shoulders release, your tailbone release. One more breath in and out. Letting your knees draw back into your chest. We're going to move into your reclined twist. Letting your knees come over towards the left side of your body. Your knees can be stacked. Maybe your left leg is out long to let that right leg come across. Wherever feels right for you. Allowing your right shoulder to open and your breath to begin to slow. As your body uses effort to get into the space, allow it to begin to release wherever you've ended up. Just one more breath here. A full deep breath in and out. Slowly coming back through center. Pausing in the middle to realign your hips or spine or whatever you need. And then we're going to move on to the other side, towards your right side. Taking that same variation of a twist that you took on the first. Allowing your body to use effort to move into that space. Then allowing your body to release. Allowing your breath to slow. One more full deep breath in and out. Slowly coming back through center. And pausing here to take any final movements or motions that you might need before your Shavasana, your final relaxation. When you're ready, finding that space that is most comfortable for you. Letting your arms and legs extend, or whatever shape, or however much space that takes up. Giving your body permission to let go. Allowing your thoughts to begin to wander with a few deep, clearing breaths. Filling your lungs with fresh, clean air. And sighing out anything that's ready to go. And allowing as many of those clearing breaths as you need this morning before releasing and letting yourself go. begin to deepen your inhalations and your exhalations, allowing with each breath life, energy, and movement to make its way into your fingers and toes, your arms and legs, back and through your head and neck. With your next inhale, letting your arms stretch long overhead. For a deep stretch. Maybe let one arm go longer and then the other. And then letting your knees hug in towards yourself, your chest, giving yourself a big hug. And then eventually making your way up into a seat. Pausing somewhere along the way for one deep, clearing breath. A full, deep breath in. And a big sigh out. And thank you all so much for sharing your time, space, and energy with me and with each other. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.